Here is a summary of Tesla's Q3 2025 earnings call transcript, focusing on key financial metrics, management outlook, risks, highlights, and important statements from the CEO and CFO. Introduction and opening remarks. Travis Axelrod, Head of Investor Relations, welcomed participants to Tesla's Q3 2025 Q&A webcast, joined by Elon Musk and Vaibhav Taneja, among other executives. He reminded attendees about forward-looking statements and the risks involved, urging them to refer to SEC filings. Elon Musk's opening remarks. AI and the future. Elon Musk emphasized that Tesla is at a critical inflection point, with its strategy centered on bringing AI into the real world. He declared Tesla the leader in real-world AI, citing the high intelligence density in their vehicles. Musk expressed confidence in expanding production significantly due to clarity on achieving unsupervised full self-driving, FSD. He also highlighted Tesla's impact on the energy sector with battery storage, particularly Megapack, stating it can effectively double U.S. energy output by buffering day and night usage. Musk then introduced Optimus, calling it potentially Tesla's biggest product of all time, and noted the transferability of real-world AI from vehicles to the robot. He concluded by updating Tesla's mission to sustainable abundance, envisioning a world without poverty, and with universal access to advanced medical care through Optimus. Vaibhav Taneja's opening remarks. Financial and operational highlights. Vaibhav Taneja described Q3 2025 as a special quarter, with record deliveries, deployments, and a range of financial metrics including total revenue, energy gross profit, energy margins, and free cash flow. Deliveries, strong performance across all regions, with Greater China and APAC up 33% sequentially, North America up 28%, and EMEA up 25%. Model Y was cited as a key driver, with new variants contributing to its success. Robotaxi. Tesla is operating Robot Access in Austin and other cities, with an expanding coverage area. A key differentiator is the seamless integration of their Robotaxi fleet into existing markets. They anticipate FSD supervision at scale will significantly increase vehicle demand. FSD adoption. Paid FSD customer base is around 12% of the current fleet. Tesla is working on regulatory approvals for FSD deployment in China and EMEA. Financials. Automotive revenue increased 29%, in line with delivery growth. Automotive margins, excluding credits, marginally increased from 15% to 15.4% due to improved material costs and better fixed cost absorption from higher volumes. Energy storage, record deployments, gross profit, and margins. Headwinds from tariffs and increased competition were noted, but the Shanghai Megafactory is helping to mitigate tariff impacts for non-U.S. demand. Services and other marked sequential improvement, driven by insurance and service center businesses. Robotaxi costs are included here. Operating expenses increased sequentially, primarily due to restructuring costs related to AI chip design, legal expenses, and costs associated with the shareholder meeting. Employee-related spend, especially in R&D for AI initiatives, is also increasing. Other income decreased sequentially, primarily due to smaller mark-to-market gains on Bitcoin holdings, $80 million in Q3 versus $284 million in Q2, and FX movements. Free cash flow, approximately $4 billion, a new record. Cash and investments, over $41 billion. CapEx, projected to increase substantially in 2026 to support growth in existing businesses and AI initiatives, including Optimus. Key Q&A highlights. Robotaxi metrics and unsupervised FSD. Safety drivers. Tesla expects to have no safety drivers in at least large parts of Austin by the end of 2025. Expansion. operating robotaxi in 8 to 10 metro areas by year-end, including Nevada, Florida, and Arizona. Miles driven: over 250,000 miles driven autonomously in Austin, and over 1 million miles in the Bay Area, with safety drivers. Obstacles to unsupervised FSD: the primary obstacle to deploying unsupervised FSD to customer vehicles is the cautious and paranoid approach to deployment to avoid even a single accident, which would be globally scrutinized. FSD miles: supervised FSD has accumulated 6 billion miles. Energy demand and hyperscaler power: Megapack/Powerwall demand, strong into next year. Positive customer feedback on Mega Block, shipping next year from Houston. AI/data center applications: remarkable growth in demand from hyperscalers and utilities due to Megapack's versatility in increasing reliability and relieving grid constraints. Solar demand: surge in residential solar demand in the U.S. due to policy changes, expected to continue into 2026 with a new solar lease product. Production of Tesla residential solar panels has begun in Buffalo for Q1 shipping. Optimus challenges and timeline: difficulty, acknowledged as an incredibly difficult task, especially the dexterous hand and forearm. Progress: Optimus robots are operating 24/7 at engineering headquarters, capable of guiding visitors. Manufacturing: the lack of a supply chain for humanoid robots necessitates deep vertical integration. Timeline: Optimus version 3 is expected in Q1 2026, looking remarkable and human-like. Scale: aiming for production volumes comparable to vehicles, potentially millions per year, requiring immense manufacturing technology development. Samsung chip deal and AI chips. Samsung partnership: Samsung manufactures Tesla's AI4 computer and will be involved with AI5. AI5 chip, designed by Tesla, potentially 40 times better than AI4, featuring deletions of legacy GPUs and ISPs to fit in a half reticle. Both TSMC and Samsung will produce AI5. Performance: AI5 is projected to be 2 to 3 times better performance per watt and 10 times better performance per dollar for AI. Simplicity: Tesla's advantage is designing for a single customer, Tesla, allowing for radical simplicity compared to broad-purpose chips like NVIDIA's. Oversupply strategy: the explicit goal is to have an oversupply of AI5 chips, with excess production deployable in data centers. Hardware 3 trade-in: while not abandoned, Tesla has offered FSD transfer to new vehicles and promotions for customers. The priority is solving autonomy first, then addressing Hardware 3 customers. A V14 Lite version for Hardware 3 is expected in Q2 2026. Tesla Semi and autonomous trucks. Production: factory construction is on schedule. Validation trucks are driving. First online builds in early 2026, ramping to volume in the latter half. Autonomy: this is the first step to autonomous trucks. Replacing trains. Autonomous semis are seen as better for shorter distances and last-mile delivery, complementing trains for long point-to-point routes. Vehicle production expansion and demand. Capacity: aspirationally aiming for an annualized rate of 3 million vehicles within 24 months, dependent on supplier capabilities. Cybercab: production starts Q2 2026, optimized for full autonomy, no steering wheel or pedals, designed for minimal cost per mile. Demand: Elon Musk expressed high confidence in demand, nutty, for vehicles that enable activities like texting while driving, stating that unsupervised FSD will be the killer app. He believes this will not sacrifice margins. Safety improvement: unsupervised FSD is expected to dramatically improve safety compared to human drivers, particularly those distracted by phones. AI development: AI4 delivers significant improvements, making cars feel like living creatures. AI 5 is expected to be a 10x improvement, and potentially too much intelligence for a car, leading to ideas for distributed inference fleets. Core competencies and market expansion. Tesla views itself as a collection of startups, creating core competencies as needed, e.g., battery packs, supercharger network, AI software. Optimus. Optimus is described as an infinite money glitch due to its potential for 24/7 operation and vastly increased productivity per person. AI efforts. Tesla versus xAI differentiation. xAI's Grok is a massive model unsuitable for vehicles. Tesla's models are significantly smaller, 5 to 10% of Grok size, designed for on-vehicle computation. Complementarity. Grok's voice capabilities can be integrated into Tesla vehicles and Optimus for voice recognition and generation. Focus. xAI competes with large language models like ChatGPT, while Tesla focuses on embodied AI for autonomous systems. Optimus production timeline and dexterity. Hardware design will continue to iterate even after production starts, with rolling changes. Prototype. A production intent prototype of the new hand is expected in Q1 2026. Production line. Aiming for a 1 million unit Optimus production line, with ramp up towards the end of 2026. Future scale. Optimus 4 targeting 10 million units, Optimus 5 for 50 to 100 million units. Director re-election and compensation proposals. Vaibhav Taneja stressed the importance of the November 6 shareholder meeting to support Elon Musk's leadership through compensation and board director re-election proposals. Elon Musk explained his concern is about retaining strong influence over the enormous robot army he's building, emphasizing the need for a compensation package that is contingent on substantial shareholder returns and ensures he cannot be ousted by corporate terrorists like ISS and Glass Lewis, who he feels make detrimental recommendations due to index fund voting patterns. Lowlights. Tariffs. Continued headwinds in the energy storage business due to tariffs impacting COGS. Operating expense increase. Higher operating expenses due to restructuring, legal, and shareholder meeting costs. BTC Holdings gain reduction. A smaller gain from Bitcoin mark-to-market adjustments compared to the previous quarter. Optimus manufacturing scale. Immense challenge in establishing a supply chain and manufacturing infrastructure for Optimus at scale. Hardware 3 uncertainty. While not abandoned, the path forward for Hardware 3 customers remains somewhat undefined. Overall outlook. Tesla is positioning itself for significant future growth driven by AI, particularly FSD and Optimus. The company is investing heavily in R&D and production capacity, confident that its integrated approach to AI, hardware, and manufacturing will lead to substantial long-term value creation and a future of sustainable abundance. The upcoming shareholder meeting is crucial for solidifying the leadership structure to execute this ambitious vision.